Discover how easy it is to configure the Intesis 700 series gateway for Daikin. The Intesis 700 Air series gateways are configured using our software MAPS. Once MAPS is open, select Create New Project from the left menu. To reduce the number of gateway options on the screen, choose the protocol you will be working with. BACnet has been selected for this video. Locate the air conditioning brand you need in the list and click on it. You will see an image of the gateway along with information about the order codes that can be configured with the chosen template. Clicking Next will create a new project. In the General section, you can write a project description. Configure the network connection. View the gateway connection diagram. And be redirected to the product page to view the user manual, installation manual, MAPS manual, and other documents. The BACnet server section is where the basic configuration is performed. There, you can assign a device instance to the gateway and enable or disable the BACnet password. You can also assign a password for the project. It is strongly recommended it includes at least one number, one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, and in special character. On the BACnet server section, choose whether to work with BACnet IP or MSTP and configure the corresponding parameters. In the Daikin section of the vertical menu, you will see a list to identify each indoor unit. Configuration can be performed manually on MAPS by specifying the address of each Daikin indoor unit. Selecting the unit type from the options in the drop-down window. And typing a description for each unit. Or you can use the scan function to automatically scan your installation and detect Daikin units connected to the network. To do this, you must connect to the gateway using the Connection tab, where you must select the physical layer you are using, which in this example is the USB port. This tab also provides information about the gateway, including its serial number, firmware version, license, MAC address, and other relevant details. When you click Connect, the bottom bar of the screen turns blue. Now it is possible to continue with the automatic scan from the Configuration tab. This process takes several minutes depending on the network topology and total number of AC units. The result is a table showing all the Daikin indoor units connected to the network. If indoor units are already configured, use the Add Units option to keep the existing information. To overwrite this data, select the Replace Units option. Now let's take a look at the energy consumption measurement function, included in the gateway for free. The gateway accepts up to 3 Modbus TCP energy meters connected to its Ethernet port, or pulse-type energy meters connected to its binary inputs. Only one type of meter can be used at a time. For this real demo, one pulse-type energy meter was used. Click the Edit button to add the meter information from its manual, such as the pulse width. Set your preferences for consumption estimation by indicating whether you need the general consumption of the indoor units or separate figures for the cooling and heating mode. For the energy unit measurement, choose between getting the information expressed in kilowatt hours or watt hours. If there are previously saved energy values on the gateway, it is possible to delete them by enabling the Restart Consumption Historical Data option. After completing the energy meter configuration, specify the Daikin indoor units to be associated with it. In this practical example, there is only one energy meter, and all 4 indoor units have been linked with it. In the Signals section, all the signals that have been generated for each of the 4 indoor units in the project are shown. The real-time energy consumption signals for each indoor unit are also displayed. The list of signals can be organized by description, active signals, etc. Additionally, signals can be exported in Excel format for bulk import into another project. With the Check Table button, it is possible to verify whether there are any errors in the signals and whether they are allowed or not. Once the project is completely configured, download it to the gateway. After clicking the Send button, a window will prompt you to save the project file locally. Once the project has been sent to the gateway, it will restart and automatically connect to the MAPS software. In the Diagnostics tab, everything happening on the gateway can be seen on real time. In the Console section, all information related to the gateway is displayed, such as the device name, the loaded project, the serial number, whether the file has been compiled correctly, whether any errors have been detected. In the BACnet Server Viewer and Daikin Viewer sections, the Comms and Debugs options can be activated to view all the messages generated in real time. The different windows can be moved and relocated for more convenient viewing. Some frames are displayed encrypted, but you can also view independent values. The Signal Viewer allows us to simulate commands without having to be connected to BMS or Daikin, thus ruling out any errors on the KNX, BACnet, or Modbus bus. Let's turn on the indoor unit 1 in this real-time example. When typing the number 1 corresponding to on in the BACnet column, the gateway automatically translates the command to the Daikin protocol. The indoor unit is turned on and send a status signal indicating it is on. Now, in the mode row, let's type the number 2 corresponding to heat, and notice that the Daikin unit will report with a signal status that is operating in heating mode. Select the columns you want to view and deactivate the ones you want to hide. Here, for example, in the set point, we have entered 23 degrees. We see that the unit returns 23 degrees, but it has automatically switched to 21 degrees. This is because the indoor unit is protected and locked. So the maximum temperature it can control is 21 degrees. This is achieved through a BMS or other software. Here we can see that indoor unit number 1 so far has consumed 5 watt-hours. Remember, this real demo consists of 1 energy meter and 4 indoor units connected to an outdoor unit. Our gateway receives the total consumption information from the outdoor unit, and the power estimation algorithm considers various factors to determine how the outdoor unit distributes the energy among the corresponding indoor units it serves. These factors include the return air temperature, the position of the electronic expansion valve, and other reference values determined by the AC manufacturer. Based on these and other input parameters, the algorithm provides a reliable estimation of the energy consumed by each indoor unit. These consumption values are calculated and displayed in real time. We see, for example, that Unit 1 now shows 7 watt-hours of consumption. Another interesting feature of this gateway is the hardware test. It detects possible physical problems with the gateway. Here you can check the clock operation, processor temperature, memory status, internal communication status, etc. Clicking the log icon will create a zip file with everything the support team needs to analyze the installation. Once saved to your computer, it will begin recording all the console, Daikin bus, and BACnet bus logs. If any signal changes during the recording, it will be recorded. Clicking the log button again will stop the recording and ask if you want to run a hardware test. If a hardware test is performed, it will be saved in the same file. On our computer, we'll see that a zip file has been exported containing the project, the console session logs where we can see what's happening, and also the Daikin logs. The configuration process for the other protocols is quite similar. For more details on this and other topics, please refer to the gateway manuals available on our website.